Lions HR presents the University of North Alabama Week in Review.
On this week's UNA Athletics Week in Review, the UNA men's basketball team continued its string of success while the Lions softball team picked up 6 wins in just 3 days. Before we bring you up to date with those highlights, here's a word from Lions HR.
Hi, I'm Bill Lyons with Lions HR. If you own or operate a small business, then you're aware of the growing number of challenges affecting your profitability. And if you're like most companies, the most expensive challenges are often people-related. At Lions HR, we've helped hundreds of business owners who were frustrated with the rising costs of payroll, workers' compensation, employee benefits, and the ever-increasing number of employment regulations. There's a better way to manage your human resources. Find out how working with Lions HR can improve your company's profitability.
The UNA men's basketball team takes center stage on this week's Week in Review as the Lions picked up huge Gulf South Conference road wins at Valdosta State and West Florida and ran their overall winning streak to 6 straight games. The Lions downed Valdosta State 79-63, marking UNA's 7th straight win over the Blazers. Down 35-32 at the half, UNA went on a 23-0 run early in the second half and cruised to the win. The Lions had 6 players in double figures, led by Rashawn Claiborne and Nathan Spear with 16 each. 2 days later, Coach Bobby Champagne's Lions pulled off a 94-90 road win at West Florida to improve to 16-8 overall and 10-6 in the GSC. UNA led 49-43 at the half but couldn't put the game away until the closing seconds when a steal by Marquell Darrington and a basket by Claiborne sealed the 94-90 win. Claiborne finished the night with 31 points and Spear added 20. The UNA softball team hit its stride with an impressive 6-1 week that included a 2-1 Gulf South Conference Series win over West Florida. The Lions downed West Florida 11-5 and 3-2, but dropped the middle game of the series 1-0. UNA then downed McKendree twice, 8-6 and 15-3, and Truman State twice, 3-2 and 2-0. Bree Blevins improved her pitching record to 6-3, while freshman Hillary Carpenter closed out the week with a 4-hit shutout to improve to 4-1. The UNA softball team is now 11-4 overall. The UNA women's basketball team picked up a key 76-68 road win over Valdosta State behind 22 points from Delissa Madry and 21 from Jennifer Town. The Lions couldn't keep that momentum going, however, as they dropped a 73-61 decision at West Florida 2 days later. The loss dropped UNA into 7th place in the Gulf South Conference standings at 8-8 in league play. Coach Missy Tiber's Lions will have to face the stretch run of the GSC race without the services of starting point guard Lauren Ferris, who was lost for the season due to injury. It was a disappointing weekend for the UNA baseball team as Coach Mike Keene and the Lions opened the Gulf South Conference portion of their schedule at home, but were swept in a 3-game series by West Florida. Despite some outstanding pitching performances, the Lions came out on the short end of 3-2, 2-0, and 4-0 scores against the Argonauts. The Lions managed just 10 hits and 2 total runs in 25 innings, while the UNA pitching staff allowed just 7 earned runs in 3 games. The back-to-back shutouts by the Argonauts over UNA in the Sunday doubleheader marked the first time that a UNA baseball team had been shut out in back-to-back regular season games since 1984. Junior Brantley Claunch, who was last week's Gulf South Conference Pitcher of the Week, ran his streak of scoreless innings to 14 before finally surrendering 2 runs in the 8th inning of a 2-0 loss to West Florida. The UNA tennis teams faced stiff competition last week as the UNA men lost 6-1 to Division I Lipscomb University and the UNA women fell 7-0. The number 3 ranked West Florida men then defeated UNA 9-0, while the 7th ranked West Florida women also defeated UNA 9-0. The UNA women's cross country team had 5 members recognized as 2013 Division II Women's Cross Country Individual All-Academic Honorees by the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association. Olivia Brady, Savannah Rowland, Erin Covington, Victoria Acasella, and Catherine Simon were all recognized by the USTF-CCCA for having cumulative grade point averages above 3.3. And now that the snow is finally cleared, Coach Bobby Wallace and his UNA Lions football team are set to open spring drills with 3 practice sessions this week, gearing up for a March 15th spring game at Brawley Stadium. And that's this week's UNA Athletics Week in Review, brought to you by Lions HR.
The Week in Review, brought to you by Lions HR. Join us again next time for the University of North Alabama Week in Review.